Personally, going through a divorce, picking yourself up, putting your big boy pants on and moving forward, accepting the fact that you have differences, you deserve better, and setting a level of you deserve happiness is setting that example of putting yourself in beast mode, putting yourself out there, that there is somebody that would love you, and going beyond, just feeling like you're ordinary, feeling like you're special. And so it's really putting yourself out there, like I said, in the dating scene, and finding somebody that's truly going to love you and be compatible with you, is a game changer.
Did you have to take a self inventory? Any one of you guys can answer this question based on these three ideas or these topics. Did you, during the transformations, actually take an inventory of the three in yourselves and said, this is what I need to work on the most? And if so, which one was it?
Well, I think that depends if you're if your personality is, if you're a driver, you're going to do a self-reflection. And so when you do self-reflection, typically you're harder on yourself than you should be. And so everybody takes, and looks at themselves in the mirror and says, who am I? Could I do better? And why do I deserve to be loved? And so, when you're at that point of realization of moving yourself forward, that's when you get in that beast mode of being able to, you deserve something better in life.
You was going to say something. What was you going to say?
Oh, I can't remember, but you had asked all three of us to share something,
Yeah.
and I can't point to any specific thing. And the reason why I can't point to anything specific is because, well, actually I already have. I mean, there's the example of the job that I just left. There's the example of my musical underpinnings.
What do you find your weakest part then is out of the three categories?
Well, before I get to that, this is something that happens every single day. Yeah. It happens. Sometimes it happens on a macro level. Sometimes it happens on a micro level. It happens every single day. And I actually think what I was going to say was you would raise something about, being sort of self-aware and trying to be the best version that you are. Mm-hmm. And this is where I kind of want to get up on my personal pulpit and sort of, preach from the soapbox and say, not like I'm any authority to suggest what's wrong with society today. But so often today, what I see from people, and I think if they just made a tiny change, if they, and I defer to somebody like Paul, who I don't mean to embarrass you, but you really are a great leader. But it's somebody like that, somebody like Paul could direct you. But the biggest concern that I have is that we seem to have introduced this concept of consumerism into personal accountability, where where so many people are going around looking for what's going to make them the best version. How is somebody else? How is Bob going to make me the best version of myself? How is Paul going to make me the best version of myself? No. I make myself the best version of myself.
So it's the sharp way to accountability.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all about two things. It's figuring out your values and doing everything you do should be related to those, whether you're talking about an organization or an individual. And where I see people fall short is they start analyzing things or getting in your head. But once you decide where you're going to go, just go. Don't think about it. If you got to mow the lawn tomorrow, don't spend all day thinking, shit, tomorrow I got to mow the lawn. No, get up and freaking mow the yard, Yeah. If you're going to go work out, go work out. If you're not, you're not. But don't say it's a value of yours if you're not going to do it. If you're an organization and you're going to say you're about something, make sure you're about it, or don't. But don't sit there and say you're about something and kind of brush around the edges. I mean, when you were talking about consumerism, I mean, that's really what it is we get caught in all these tangents that are just irrelevant, What
kind of tangents do you mean?
Well, I mean, it can be anything from what color shoes am I going to wear to, how am I going to look on a certain day? I mean, if that's your value, that's your value. If it's not, it's not. But live up to who you are and don't get caught in all the fluff.